People have been clicking on my mukbangs. I think they're expecting to hear about the situation, the assault, Tammy Courtney blocking off the trail, blockading it. This happened like 4 months ago that she started doing this. Other people in the community were doing things about it, and they got violent with them and verbally assaulted them, kind of stuff. Nothing, anything, right? And I'm just loud, I guess. I was just too loud. Made too many videos. Do not talk to Tammy, Courtney, and to Beau Pierre. They are violent and unhinged people. There's no telling what they do. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared for their children. I read this comment on Facebook. It was like, who is this Tammy Courtney character? And she's like, she's a Gitxsan woman with she's a native woman with 4 Gitxsan children living on her own property. It's the funniest comment I ever read. Like, there was not one true statement there. She is a white woman. Her father is very white. I don't know about her mother. If she has some native in her, it's like me. I'm a white guy. I'm native. I'm Shimshan and Haida. Yeah, she's a woman, so we could say that, with 4 Gitxsan children. I don't know. I believe Beau Pierre is the father of the children. That would make her children Shimshan, as Beau Pierre is Shimshan, as am I. We are cousins. We have his father and my mom's father, my grandfather, were cousins. So, like, how are we not cousins? Anyway, me and Beau are cousins. And, yeah, they're just unfriendly people. They're looking for drama. They put up this blockade on the trail that's in front of their house, not on their property, to hurt the community. To not hurt it, but to, what's the word? Intimidate. Wanted to intimidate the community. Yeah, it was very not a good move. And, you know, like, their characters speaking for them is like, I don't have to say anything. And, like, the deal with the trail has been dealt with, and it's going to be dealt with within the next couple weeks. We're getting our trail back. Nothing to worry about there. I've been assaulted. Done deal. I'm healing. Look, my bruises look kind of good today. You know, it's like, hey, that's going to start looking like my arm again. And little things. I don't know about this bruise. This couldn't be them. Can it? I don't know. I know, like, these bruises and stuff, and, like, the scrapes and stuff. And, yeah, I'm just bruised everywhere, you know. I'm probably bruised on my back, too. I don't really remember where they all hit me. They were in a car when they assaulted me. They were driving. They should have just kept driving. And they should have let me run away when I was running away. But I'm so fat that they could catch me. So when they stole my suspenders and ripped them off my body, and my pants fell down, and Beau started grappling me, took me to the end of the ground, and was hitting me there. That's when they took their sign back. I had their sign. I shouldn't have had it. I apologize that I had the sign in the first place. I removed it from the public property trail line, so it was on Crown land. So if they want to press charges, they're going to have to get Crown involved and have Crown press charges on their behalf for their sign. But they have it back, so I don't think they're going to bother doing that. And in the view of the police, because I had their sign, the assault was justified. So they got their sign back. The assault continued. I continued to being assaulted. She took video of me. Ideally, they deleted it, because if they still have it, like, that's evidence. Like, if they do try to sue me for some dumb reason, like, I'm totally innocent, we're going to need that footage. Obviously, they don't have it, and they're going to delete it. They should delete it. It's evidence of, I don't know, like, what good is the video of me in my underwear in the ditch being spanked? Yeah, they spanked me with the sign. So, like, once they received the sign and they continued the physical assault, they upped it to a sexual assault because they already removed my pants. That's how they they stopped me and got me to the ground, and that's when she spanked me. And, oh, baby, I love being spanked. Spank me harder, but, like, not in the middle of the street. Like, let's wait until we get home, baby, or let's get a hotel room, you know? Let's have a good time. But, no, this was in the middle of the street with witnesses, with my friend, you know? And, yeah, I have a witness. And guess what? Their story is I assaulted them, and my story is I was assaulted. And I have a witness. So the cops can't do shit because the stories conflict. But they have video footage, and they have a dash cam too, probably. This happened in front of their vehicle. They were stopped. I was walking. I was running away. So, yeah, I splashed Tammy Courtney with water, with my water bottle at one point. I really went on a tangent there. It's like 6 minutes into the show, and this is a mukbang. This is an eating show. Let's get to eating. Yeah, mukbang, baby. I'm sitting in my underwear in front of a camera. I did this before, but that doesn't really negate the attack and the sexual attack. That's like saying that, oh, shit, when I ripped off the stripper's panties to look at her vagina, she showed me her vagina earlier in the strip club. Like, it's victim blaming, you know? And yeah, that's why not too many people has been coming to talk in my YouTube videos to harass me, because I think the truth is too condemning. Yeah, I had their sign. I shouldn't have had it. I apologize. I also have this intense urge to apologize for the self-defense I inflicted on Bo, my cousin, my attacker, because when he was running at me and grabbing at me, I was hitting him with the sign that I had. Like, that's what I had. I had it with me. I shouldn't have had it. I wouldn't have been assaulted if I didn't have it, probably. So, I'm guilty. I deserved it, right? In the eyes of the cops, the assault was justified, and I deserved it, and I was appropriately punished. And I could have, yeah, I don't know, let's not play the what if game, but they are justified with removing my pants, taking my suspenders. They still have my suspenders. They took their sign back that was on Crown land, but my suspenders that were on my body, they took it. I was almost without pants because my pants are so big. Because I used to be so big, I needed big pants. None of my pants fit anymore. Because I'm doing stupid shit like this, sitting in front of a camera eating vegetables. They're practically fruits. Well, this is a fruit. The seeds are on the inside of all these. Are these all technically fruits? Because somebody was saying that a tomato is a fruit, technically. But, like, whatever. My neighbor moved away. I didn't even realize. I was wondering where she was at. She's an older lady. I don't know where she moved to, but an old family friend. Yeah, I just found out she moved today. And I guess it's obvious because she hasn't been here. I just kind of thought maybe she's like being a homebody, or I don't know. Maybe I should have been more proactive and checked up on her, but my parents and myself are kind of like hermits. I'm just kind of sticking my foot into the community, and I'm totally being accepted in open arms, you know? I'm an artist. I mean, I have a little station where I paint at the farmer's market. I bring these chairs. I have an easel sometimes. I'm not bringing it anymore because it's too much stuff. I'm just bringing my paint supplies, my book, and a chair. The farmer's market in Terrace supplies me with some things, so it's mint as fuck. I love it there. The people there are awesome. Fuck. I'm gonna have my bong. I'm just gonna stop the show and go get my bong.
Boobs.
I don't know why. That's just So I'm gonna make a short film about me as an artist, but I'm looking for the right actor. I believe a bald, black, 5'6" man. But they got to portray me as an actor, so they're going to actually have to create some work of art on film when I film them, and it's going to tell my life story. And then not even exaggerated, you know. It's just, yeah, it's a short film about me, but like the casting is going to be, well, I'm just, like, that wasn't really necessary to say that it's a black man, you know? Like, we could hire... Well, actually, it would be even better if we could get a Native woman, Native American, you know, like a Canadian woman, an artist. Maybe we could get, like, a Native artist, you know? But then, I don't know, it'd be funny. Then to get them to create native art on film and pretend that it's me, that's too far. It's gotta be silly art and, like, replicating. Like, maybe I could create a piece of art and show the actor how I make it before we film it, and then get them to attempt to recreate it and use that as a part of the film, you know? That kind of like a B-roll while the voiceover is acting. The actor kind of verbalizes my story, and there's going to be a few different ways we tell the story. There's going to be a small scene in the film that I'm going to use oil paints and just make some quick and dirty paintings, but a lot of them, right, I'm going to make a sequence. So it's going to be animated. You know how it's like 1 in 24 frames a second for animation. I'm going to probably do less. Maybe 1 in 12 still sounds high. Maybe like 1 in 6. So it's going to look a little choppy. But that's going to be part of the charm. And even if I do 6 frames a second and it's like 30 frames, that's 6 times 30. So that's 180. If I... So... 180 oil paintings for a 30-second choppy sequence. So, I don't know. Might be best. And maybe I'll try to shorten it down, the sequence, to as like tight as I could get it, to maybe do it in less, like maybe like seconds, you know, if I could chop it down to like a 23-second segment, you know, that's like a lot of frames, you know, seconds worth of frames that I could save, and maybe I could get a little bit more ambition and try to do upwards to closer to 12 frames a second, but I don't know. Like, I don't really think it's necessary for the final product. Like, I don't see the final product being in the Smithsonian. Like most of my videos here, like, this is a daily video I make here, ideally. When I was assaulted, it was kind of hard, and I was doing it twice a day on my second channel too, and I just kind of haven't been doing that. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm hustling hard and I'm burning myself out, but it's also like post-attack, like I don't know what else to do except work hard, like, and it's kind of negating some of the other aspects of my life, that, like my walking and stuff. I'm having trouble leaving the house, okay? And going for a walk. Like, I'll go for a walk to the store, deep in the bush in the trail, hiding from traffic and stuff, just in case Tammy sees me and tries to run me off the road. And I think she's gonna kill me with her vehicle. Vehicular manslaughter. Does she even need a weapon? She's so unhinged. Like, she's just gonna see me, get so mad, and be like, damn, we should have killed him when I assaulted him last. These are the way I feel. Obviously, the way I feel was probably not correct way to describe the world or anything, but I've lived with an anxiety issue and depressive disorder. It was a generalized anxiety and depressive disorder, so I was just having anxiety for nothing was the thing. Having anxiety attacks that lasted days. I got it in check with medication, helped a lot, and you know what? The medication would only help for a certain amount of time, and then I'd get it in check with medication again. Keep getting it would be like a 6 month to a year process, and I haven't done that lately because I'm doing shit like this too, like this and this. Like, I wouldn't even eat apples, and apples aren't even that healthy for you, but like in comparison to eating a bag of chocolates, like life and death healthy, you know? I've also been talking to people online. Some pretty far out people like Andromeda. Great people. I like them a lot. They're my muse when it comes to art at the moment. And I gotta be kind of honest. It's a little bit tiring too. I absolutely love it. I thrive it. I love the conversations. But I am kind of an introvert at the end of the day. So, I don't know how, but I'm going to have to balance that out and potentially say that I can't chat as often as I dream of, you know, and just be honest. And it kind of makes me think, like, I know there's no, like, we're building a friendship and a relationship, but it's not going to be like a marriage, baby and carriage kind of situation with Andromeda, right? But I don't know if that ever will happen, and if it does, like, how well am I going to be able to cope with just that, you know? Oh. I ate so many snacks today. I got paid because it's welfare day. I bought some pepperonis, some Pringles, which I'd never buy the pepperonis normally, and the Pringles I want to say I'd never buy them, but in the last couple of days I've been buying Pringles, so I guess I've been relapsing in my diet. I just got to be totally transparent. I went to the store again after and bought another coffee, and I usually have only one of those coffees a day, so I had two. I had the Pringles, I had a big bag of pepperonis, not a big bag, I guess it was big. Anyway, the size of the pepperonis doesn't matter. The fact is I just had some pepperonis. And then some drinks. Oh yeah, I guess I had a regular A&W root beer eventually, but not, like, I just took it from the fridge. It was my dad's. Shh, he's gonna kick my ass if he's been finding out I'm drinking his beer, root beer or not. No. I have actually grabbed a beer out of my dad's without permission and told him about it afterwards, and he's like, I knew there was a missing beer, and I thought it was your other brother who grabbed it. Yeah, no, I'm totally honest. I mean, I never lie or steal or cheat or anything, you know? It's just like, just because that's not the life I want to live, and that's not the kind of energy I want to attract. My cousin, Eunice Barnes, I don't know what to say about her. I want to say she's a bitch, but it's not true. But, like, I guess she heard what Tammy and Bo were saying about me. And she commented on my personal Facebook profile, and she said, fuck you, you uneducated prick. I hope you get charged for assault. So I told her the story underneath it in a comment. When I screenshotted her comment, and later it was gone. And apparently she's my cousin. She was commenting on my mom's profile about something positive, and I was like, hey, why did you delete and comment on my picture? Am I not the uneducated prick you thought I was? Like, every time people say shit like this, it's totally like a self-report. Like, she was the uneducated prick, sadly to say, even though she's my cousin. And, like, why would she go on my personal profile, say, she was victim blaming. I was assaulted, and she said that I should be locked up for assault. And that's just kind of like the story that Tammy and Bo have been telling about me, I guess. I haven't heard what they had to say, really. The cops haven't told me their side of the story. But all I know is it just conflicts with mine, and I don't know what, like, my side of the story, what do I have to tell besides the truth, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. This bruise right here, I don't think was a part of the assault. It looks pretty fresh. Like, the assault happened about a week and a day ago. Yeah, I don't think this bruise was a part of it, but that one there might have been. I don't know, it's hard to tell. All I know is for sure is, like, this arm got the brunt of the attack. For the bruising, at least. And this in here, my brain, that was attacked a lot too. I don't even feel safe. I'm buying a GoPro ASAP, and just so I could go for walks by myself. And I'm using it like a body cam. It'll never come in handy, ideally. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. I have an overwhelming amount of content. Like, I made a stream today for 6 hours. I was trying to do it for a bunch longer, but I had those pepperonis and those chips and my coffee. And eventually I had that A&W root beer in the 6 hour span. And yeah, I was just getting tired. And I think it was a sugar crash. I can't handle that much stuff, like the can of Coke, the can of A&W root beer, sugary. Bad mistake, I guess. I was like, yeah, I know this. I know I can't handle sugar. I'm diabetic. It makes me makes me tired. And like, if I were to drink a can of Coca-Cola, it would probably wreck my day. And I just gotta fucking remember that, you know? Had a bit of a relapse over the last couple of days. I have money now. I guess it's a challenge to just not go to the store and buy another bag of Pringles and another coffee. I'm gonna go buy coffee tomorrow. That's a part of my routine. With that being said, I'm gonna try not to buy chips and pepperoni like I did today. Yeah, if I were to do that, I'd probably be out of money within 2 weeks, and that's not counting the vegetables. So I need to prioritize the vegetables and stuff. Like, it's good. I need to treat myself good, you know. And having these chips and stuff, and having a little bit of a relapse was a kind of a treat for myself, you know. Having chips, like, I had fucking so much Pringles. Anyway, it was kind of, I'm fat. Like, I love food. Okay, look at me. I'm 400 pounds. Eating vegetables fucking sucks. That's why I stopped eating kale and the really shitty stuff that fucking made me gag. I couldn't do it. Like, superfood my ass, kale. Super gag my ass. Oh, spank me, baby. Spank me, Tammy. Wait, let's take this to the bedroom. She has... It's funny. It's so fucking gross. She's such a disgusting person. She's not even pretty in person, but like, if people were to call her pretty, she just looks that way. That's how she looks. She is a horrifying, tormented soul, and she needs some counseling, and she needs things that she'll never accept, like a hug. Not from me. I would never hug her. Her boobs probably have spikes on it and would jab me. But, like, I don't know, maybe from her kids and her husband. You know. She needs some healing. I don't know. Apparently she was suing the government in Alberta, she was saying. And now she's planning to sue Kitlanga because of our removal of the trail. Like, it's just happening. Like, and she's gonna react the way she is. Like, I can't control her. I don't want to control her. She's her own person. And I guess I do want to control her. I want her to prevent from assaults, you know? Like, I'm glad this is healing. Like, it barely looks bad at all, even though that's all bruised and it's still painful. But yeah, I'm looking better, feeling better. Had a bit of a relapse with my health. Thank you so much for being awesome, you know, Andromeda included. But I just always want to say, like, everybody's fucking name just in the comments. But, like, ideally the name list is getting too long. It's getting too long already. I'm gonna try. Okay, here we go. Here's who I want to thank. Swazilla. Hashtag tips, exclamation mark tips. Man, he gave me 25 bucks. The only person to ever give me a tip on YouTube, man. He gave it to me to buy weed. And I guess I'd transition into my anonymous friend who knows me in person, who gave me weed the other day. Thank you. I guess that was from a couple people. They were a couple. So they are a couple, what I'm saying. Awesome people. Love them dearly. Barely know anything about them and stuff. Like, I'm just starting to get to know them. They're kind of newish to the community, I think. I can't remember. Let's not get too delved into personal details. I just want to say thank you, and my anonymous friends. I don't even think they were watching, and if they did, they probably clicked off the video a long time ago. Same with Swazilla, same with Andromeda. Everybody's gone. Who cares? It's the end of the video. So let's work on this. Potato Guy's old school. I wanted to thank him. Modders for life. Amazing person. Some new people like Ice Cube. I'm a little on the fence about it. I don't think he's watching anyway, but He's been he's been pretty consistent. I don't know, he might not be a regular viewer too much in the future, but just at the moment, he's very big. Like Adrian, another person who watches my streams and stuff. Great people, you know. Niall, hey Niall. Yeah, no, I guess this is kind of fun. Just giving the shout outs people that would normally chat in my live streams or comment on my videos and stuff, and like it's very important. And like the people that I wish I could just say, like everybody. Like there's been a few people that have been in my chat before for like months ago, years ago even, and they come back because I'm playing the same games that they probably initially clicked on me playing. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto again, and I don't know, it's just a good time, you know. It's a good time hanging out with your friends, making new friends, and I'm playing a video game. I think a big part of it is I can't see people's faces, too, and I'm a bit of an introvert, I've said earlier in this show. It would be exhausting seeing people's faces when they're commenting, you know, or, yeah, like, that's just something about me. And just having just a name, and quite often, oh, Adita, that's another good person, too, shout out, a great commenter, sorry, anyway. There's real human connections, but it's really quite easy for me to forget that too. But also, like, it's easier at the same time for these connections for me to happen as a bit of an introvert. I'm an introvert through and through, anxiety-wise and everything. I do have some extroverted tendencies right now, and they're definitely practiced. Like this is a big practice for something for me as an introvert. Painting people at the farmer's market, that is fucking exhausting. Not the fucking 4 hours of painting, but like the 4 hours of looking at people and like trying to comprehend what they look like and process it in a way that I could paint it very fast. And it is a lot, and it is a challenge, and that's why I'm happy I'm only doing it once a week, I mean. September 4th, I'll be at the Hazleton Farmers Market painting portraits. So and I don't know. I guess September 3rd, I may or may not be in the Terrace Farmers Market. I might want to take that day off. You know, give me some time between markets. I don't know, but also at the same time, I was like, I should just go to every market. There's no reason not to. I love the experience. I love hanging out, meeting new people. That reminds me, I should contact all the people. I made some contacts with a few artisans, and like a glass blower. Not a glass blower. He didn't have a kiln or anything, but he does it with a torch. So I wasn't too familiar with it, and he has some beautiful art pieces, little mushrooms and stuff that he created inside a glass ball kind of thing on a string for a necklace. Very cool stuff. And I asked if he had any pipes and bongs, and he's like, yeah, I do. And he showed me up a little case he had in his car of a stock that he just doesn't have on display because it's the farmer's market, right? You know, just not really the time or place to be selling bongs, unless like people like me see it and like, hey, obviously, like, yeah, and he does, and he, yeah, no, it looks like a great guy. Looks like he looks like older native, not older, my age. Like he's got like a bit of a beard, but there's a bit of white coming on, like just naturally. Why am I describing what he looks like? He's a great guy. I can't. You'll see a video of him on my other channel, Kitwanga Nature's Way. That's where I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll also give him a link, not a link, a video. And for other people too, there's a musician there I want to contact with. There was a person who makes paper I wanted to call them collages, and I don't really think that's appropriate, but like they're cutouts of like paper, and then I don't know even if they're glued, but they're on a piece of paper and made artworks that way. It was a very neat process. I never seen it done, but I never seen a final product and like the vendor having the stock and stuff, and it was awesome. It's great stuff. Like there's a watercolor artist, and he's doing a watercolor workshop, and I kind of want to do it. It's kind of a bit of money. It's like $170 for 3 nights, and his artwork is spectacular, very great. He's a watercolorist, and in my experience, I dabbled a little bit in watercolor, not too much. I dabbled a lot in acrylic, and quite a bit into oils. And to rank those 3, like easiest to hardest, the easiest is oil paints. The fucking easiest medium. The hardest part about it is not touching it for 2 weeks and letting it dry. So acrylic is harder than oil, but I don't know, it's also dreamy because it dries so fucking fast. So there's pluses and minuses, you know. And then there's also like the historic fact about oil paints, and like how it kind of revolutionized art. I'm going to be sticking with acrylics mostly for a little bit here. I will be transitioning back to oils. And yeah, and about watercolors, no plans on really ever dabbling full-time in watercolors. It's just so hard. And you know, you work on paper most of the time, and like the final product is a piece of paper, on a piece of paper or something, a good piece of paper. It'll fade faster. You need to get glass and frame them. There's just a lot more work and beyond the art in watercolor. And not to mention, just straight up, the watercolor has and requires different techniques, and I'm just not versed in it at this point in time, and I have very little interest. I was thinking about digging out my oils and trying to do Bob Ross replicas, you know, practice doing some of his shows and getting the texture. I'd have to get some liquid white. Maybe I would buy the Bob Ross brand just to use it and have it ready, and just to know what it is. And then I might, that would be the biggest step, because I have the oil colors. I don't have all the colors that Bob Ross uses, like sap green and stuff. I have like yellow, blue, and red, and a few different like no greens, no mixed colors. I think I might have a little bit of black paint left, and white. I have a little bit of white paint. Yeah, that's right. I bought 200 milliliter tubes of acrylic white paint, right? Because I go through a lot. And I used the first one up, and the first one's getting empty now. So I went to open up my second tube, just so I had, because obviously I need more paint. And it was oil paint. The seller on Amazon made a mistake. I'm not gonna make a stink about this mistake, though. I'm just gonna use the white oil paint later and just sit on it and be like, well, it's kind of a little bit of a deal. Might be a few dollars cheaper. Their mistake, you know. I would much appreciate having my acrylic paint right now. I don't have any white acrylic paint. That's good. I'm using some shit stuff right now for the farmer's market. Don't tell anybody. I wish I had bigger mukbangs like I did earlier in the day. I just had more money to sacrifice for the mukbangs. Right now I'm forever struggling with money. Like, I'm making sacrifices this month to buy a GoPro so I could continue my walks, so I can continue getting healthier, and so I don't have to worry about being assaulted again, you know, without having... So, evidence. Like, I'm just gonna continue being myself. I might have to have a GoPro around me, but like, I have not done anything wrong. Even taking their sign, even though that was technically wrong, I was on Crown land and I was clearing the trail in my mind. So even in my mind, I felt I did nothing wrong. My body and the cops agree I should have been assaulted and sexually assaulted. So there's that.